This planet has ended 5 times. Not metaphorically, literally. Every ocean emptied, every forest gone, every living thing reduced to almost nothing. 5 times the Earth pressed reset, and each time, life came back different, stranger, more extreme, more dangerous. You're looking at the 6th attempt, and something is different this time. There is no asteroid, there is no volcano, there is no ice age, there is only us. Welcome. Most people know about the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, but that was only one of 5 mass extinctions that nearly ended all life on this planet. Each one was caused by something different. Each one killed between 75 and 96% of every species alive. Each one reshaped the planet so completely that the world before and the world after looked like different planets entirely. Today we are going through all 5, what caused them, what survived, and what came back after. Because the fossil record doesn't just show us what died, it shows us something far more unsettling. Life always comes back, but never the same way twice. And right now, for the first time in Earth's history, the cause is not natural. We will get to that at the end. The first one, 443 million years ago. Life on Earth existed almost entirely in the ocean. The land was empty. No trees, no insects, no animals of any kind on any continent. Just vast, empty rock stretching to the horizon. And in the ocean, the most diverse ecosystem the planet had ever produced. Trilobites covering every seafloor, strange armored fish, ancient coral reefs stretching for thousands of kilometers. And then, in geological terms, almost instantly, the planet froze. Not partially, completely. Scientists call it the late Ordovician glaciation. The polar ice caps expanded so rapidly they reached what is now the equator. Ocean levels dropped by 100 meters in less than 1 million years. The shallow warm water ecosystems where almost all ocean life existed, drained, exposed, frozen. 85% of all species on Earth disappeared, not over millions of years, in a geological instant. The trilobites that had dominated every ocean for 60 million years, reduced to a fraction of their former diversity overnight. And here is the detail that should stay with you. Scientists still don't fully understand what triggered the glaciation. Something caused the planet to freeze faster than any natural cycle should allow, the first extinction, and already an answer science hasn't fully found. The second extinction, 30 million years after life recovered from the first one. And this time, the cause is something nobody expected. Trees. The first forests appeared on land 380 million years ago, and they changed everything. Tree roots broke rock, releasing minerals into rivers, flowing into oceans. Those minerals caused massive algae blooms in shallow water. The algae consumed every molecule of oxygen in the water. The oceans suffocated, 75% of all species gone, including Dunkleosteus, the greatest apex predator the ocean had ever produced. 70 million years of unchallenged dominance ended not by a stronger predator, not by an asteroid, by trees, by the first forests doing exactly what forests are supposed to do. And here is what makes this extinction uniquely disturbing. It was caused by life itself, not a meteor from space, not a volcanic eruption. Life, in the process of thriving and expanding, accidentally poisoned the ocean. The second extinction was the first time the planet demonstrated something it would demonstrate again: that the most dangerous thing to life on Earth is life itself. The third extinction, and the worst, by a margin that science still struggles to fully process, 252 million years ago, Siberia, a series of volcanic eruptions began that would last for approximately 1 million years without stopping. Not individual eruptions. A continuous geological event covering an area the size of Western Europe in lava kilometers deep. The carbon dioxide released raised global temperatures by 10 degrees Celsius in less than 100,000 years. The oceans acidified. The oxygen levels in deep water dropped to zero. The permafrost melted, releasing methane, a greenhouse gas 20 times more powerful than carbon dioxide, which accelerated the warming further. In a feedback loop that fed itself, 96% of all marine species gone, 70% of all land species gone. The fossil record for this period is almost completely empty. Scientists call it the Great Dying, and for good reason. The planet came within 4% of losing all complex life entirely. 4%. If the eruptions had lasted slightly longer, if the feedback loop had accelerated slightly faster, Earth would have become permanently uninhabitable. No recovery, no sixth attempt, just a dead rock orbiting the sun. The closest this planet has ever come to a permanent end, and it lasted 1 million years. The fourth extinction, 50 million years after life slowly recovered from the Great Dying, and almost immediately, another volcanic event. This time the Central Atlantic Magmatic Province, an enormous volcanic system that split the supercontinent Pangaea apart as the Atlantic Ocean began to form. The eruptions released enough carbon dioxide to raise global temperatures by 3 to 4 degrees and acidify the oceans again. 80% of all species gone. But here is what makes the fourth extinction different from every other one on this list: the survivors. Before this extinction, the dominant land animals were the crurotarsans, ancient relatives of modern crocodiles. Large, diverse, successful. After this extinction, they were rosti. They were almost completely gone, and in the ecological vacuum they left behind, a group of small bipedal animals that had existed for 30 million years without ever becoming dominant, suddenly had an empty planet to fill. Dinosaurs. The fourth extinction didn't just kill 80% of life. It handed the planet to the dinosaurs. For the next 135 million years, they would rule every continent on Earth. The extinction that created the age of dinosaurs. The worst event imaginable that produced the most iconic era in Earth's history. The fifth extinction, the one everyone knows. 66 million years ago, an asteroid approximately 10 kilometers in diameter struck what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico at 70,000 kilometers per hour. The impact released energy equivalent to 1 billion nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously. The immediate explosion vaporized everything within 1,000 kilometers. The ejector, rock and debris thrown into the atmosphere, re-entered as a global firestorm, burning every forest on every continent simultaneously. The dust and smoke blocked sunlight for years. Global temperatures dropped by 15 degrees. Photosynthesis stopped. The food chain collapsed from the bottom. 75% of all species gone, including every non-avian dinosaur. Mosasaurus? Gone. Every marine reptile? Gone. Every large land animal? Gone. But here is what the fifth extinction actually was beneath the destruction. The most precise reset the planet ever performed. Because everything that survived shared one characteristic: small, adaptable, fast breeding. The mammals that had hidden in burrows for 160 million years while dinosaurs dominated suddenly emerged into an empty world, with no competition, no predators, no constraints. In geological terms, almost overnight, they diversified into every ecological niche the dinosaurs had vacated. And 66 million years later, One branch of those survivors is sitting here watching this video. The fifth extinction didn't just kill the dinosaurs, it created us. And the sixth. Scientists have confirmed it. We are living through a mass extinction event right now, not approaching one, in one. The current rate of species disappearance is between 1,000 and 10,000 times higher than the natural background extinction rate. Scientists estimate we are losing between 30 and 150 species every single day. The oceans are acidifying at a rate faster than during the Permian extinction, the one that almost ended everything. Global temperatures are rising at a speed that has no natural parallel in the fossil record. And here is the detail that separates this extinction from every previous one on this list. Every previous extinction had a natural cause, an asteroid, a volcano, an ice age, trees doing what trees do. None of them involved a species making a choice. This one does. The 5 previous extinctions took between 10,000 and 1 million years to reach their peak destruction. The 6th had reached comparable rates of biodiversity loss in less than 300 years. The fastest mass extinction in Earth's history, caused by the only species in Earth's history capable of understanding what it is doing and choosing to continue anyway. 5 extinctions, 443 million years of life pressing reset and starting again. Every time, something survived. Every time, what came back was stranger and more complex than what was lost. The trilobites gave way to fish. The fish gave way to reptiles. The reptiles gave way to dinosaurs. The dinosaurs gave way to mammals. And mammals gave way to us. We are not the pinnacle of evolution. We are the latest survivor of 5 near-total destructions, the product of 5 catastrophes that killed almost everything. And right now, for the first time in the history of this planet, the species that survived 5 extinctions is causing the 6th. The fossil record has one final lesson. Life always comes back, but it never comes back the same way. Whatever survives the 6th extinction will inherit a planet we made, and they will look back at the fossil record the same way we look back at the trilobites, and wonder what it was like before. 5 extinctions, one species responsible for the 6th, and somewhere in that fossil record, the answer to whether we become the cause or the solution. If you want to know what science says about what comes next, you know what to do. See you in the next one.